They say blood is thicker than water, but they never mention what happens when that blood spills slowly, silently, until everything you built together drowns in it. My name's Eli, and this is the story of how my brother betrayed me. Marcus and I weren't born lucky. Raised by a single mom in a rusted-out part of town, we learned early that survival came down to two things: grit and loyalty. And Marcus had both in spades. He was 5 years older, tall, quick with his fists, and quicker with his charm. He always stood between me and the world. I was the quiet one, head in manuals, hands greasy, heart loyal. He was the voice, the fire. We used to talk late into the night, lying under the stars on our crumbling roof, dreaming of one thing: our own auto shop, a place with our name on the sign, where people trusted us, where we fixed things, cars, lives, maybe even ourselves. And somehow we did it. We scraped together every penny, took out a loan we couldn't afford, found a rundown garage, and turned it into EM Auto. Eli and Marcus, the early days were hard. Long hours, frozen fingers, greasy dinners, and cheap coffee. But people came. Word spread. They're honest, folks said. They care. We built more than a business. We built a place that mattered. And for a while, it felt like we made it. But success is a strange thing. It doesn't just reveal character. It tests it. I started noticing small things. Marcus was different, distracted. He'd take calls outside, whispering to people I never met. He'd disappear for hours, then show up with a new watch or jacket, brushing it off with a joke. Just business moves, bro. Don't worry. But I did worry. Our books didn't balance. Tools went missing. Clients said we owed them refunds we never approved. I confronted him once. Did you move the cash from last night? He smiled like I was a kid asking dumb questions. Relax. I cover a vendor. It's handled. I wanted to believe him. He was my brother. I trusted him. Until the morning I showed up and everything was gone. The garage was locked. Lights off. Sign ripped down. A foreclosure notice flapped in the wind, stapled to the door like a knife in my chest. I stood there, staring at the ghost of everything we built, heart hammering. I called him. No answer. I drove to his apartment. Empty. I checked our accounts. Cleaned out. Debt to my name. It felt like drowning, slow and cruel. And when the truth settled in, it wasn't just the betrayal that broke me. It was the silence. He didn't even try to explain. Weeks passed. I tried to keep going. Got a job at a smaller shop. Slept on a friend's couch. But I couldn't let it go. I needed to see him. To ask why, I found him 2 cities over. He opened a new shop. Sleek, clean, high-end. Daniel's Automotive. No trace of me. No trace of the past. He was smiling when I walked in, like I was just another customer. Eli, he said, like we were still family. Didn't think you'd find me. I didn't answer right away. I just looked around at what used to be ours. Now shinier, colder, and built on my back. What? I asked. My voice cracked. He shrugged. You always thought too small. You were holding us back. I needed out. You could have talked to me. We could have figured it out. He laughed, dry and sharp. You still think loyalty is currency. It's not. It's weight. I dropped it. I moved forward. I stood there, fists clenched, heart racing. So many things I wanted to say, to scream, but I didn't. I just looked at the man I once called brother and walked away. Because sometimes silence is the loudest goodbye. I went back to nothing, but at least it was honest. I started over. Rented a corner in an old mechanic's lot. 1 bay, 1 light, 1 toolbox. It wasn't much, but it was mine. People came, one by one, and slowly, something began to grow again. Not a business, not a legacy, just peace. Blood may be thicker than water, but it's trust that holds people together. And once that's broken, it never comes back. End scene. Eli shuts down his little shop for the night. He walks home. A soft breeze rustles a faded sign that reads, Eli's Garage. Fair, honest, real.